This is Jacksons.TV with Coach Gibson. Coach, first of all, congratulations on a good performance in Atlanta. Any thoughts about that?
No, it was a great week with John and Travis. I was fortunate enough to get to go with them and be part of that historic night. Got to learn a ton from Coach Jackson and Coach Winkeljohn and Coach Izzy. It was definitely a great experience.
You know, and looking at Landon's fight coming up, I just had a couple of questions about how you approach, you know, working with a wrestler, somebody who has such a strong wrestling base, and making them, you know, into an effective striker. How do you do that?
Well, when I started with Landon, he was definitely a strong wrestler. He has some good basic striking skills, and we've been working together probably about a year now. And what I've been trying to do is really just capitalize on his natural wrestling movement and power and develop that into his boxing. More head motion, capitalizing on his level change, using those types of feints to set up some big power shots.
And do you find it difficult, you know, developing a wrestler into a striker, or do they already have some type of mastery over their body?
I definitely think the wrestler's mindset, their dedication to their art carries right over into the striking field. Definitely the mastery of their body, you know, that there's certain mechanics they pick up on well. And they always have some strong core strength, which is one of the keys, I think, to developing good striking power.
And what do you? How's Landon looking during this camp? You know, this is going to be his pro debut. How's he looking?
Man, he's come so far. It's just he's a great fighter to get to be a guy to mentor for, and hopefully I can give him a few skills along the way. But his conditioning is outstanding. His striking's come so far. He's really just his flow, his movement, his feints, kicks, knees, elbows, punches, everything is just looking fantastic. So I'm really excited about his pro debut. I think he's beyond ready, and I think it's going to be a start of a great career for him.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Gibson, and hopefully we'll catch up with you and do some more instructional videos as well.
Yeah, we'll do. Sounds good.
All right, thank you. This is Jacksons.TV again with Landon as he gets ready for his May 12th fight. Landon, you know, we were watching you and we took some video of you hitting mitts with Coach Gibson. You have a wrestling base. How have you developed your striking to complement your wrestling?
To complement my wrestling, I developed my striking to where adding it in on top of them. I'm mixing it up with my takedowns so my level changes.
Mm-hmm. And was it difficult to start getting in that, you know, striking mindset as opposed to just a wrestling framework?
Yeah, it was hard at first, but you know, I have a very open mind. I try to everything somebody that's better than me or worse than me, anybody tells me to try or do, then I'll take it in, I'll listen to it, and I'll consider it and see what works for me. So I adapted fairly quick, I'd say. And
when you first started learning striking, did you learn the individual techniques and then started working into combinations, and then how it works actually in sparring?
Yeah, first I had to learn where to hold my arms and my hands. You know, always the basics first, my stance, my posture, where I hold my hands, where I hold my arms, and then working on my jab, keep my elbow in my jab, my cross, and all the different techniques before we started flowing into combos and flowing it into our takedowns and everything.
You know, earlier, you know, you were sparring during the pro workout earlier this morning with different pro fighters. What do you pick up and learn from them in your sparring sessions?
A lot. I mean, every time I get hit with something, I ask them what to hit me with, or if I felt like I lost a round pretty bad, I'll go up to them and ask them what I could have done better. And I take that advice and I listen to it, and next time I adjust it and make sure I capitalize on what I messed up on.
And how comfortable are you now on your feet? How would you rate yourself?
I'm very comfortable on my feet right now. I feel like I've come a long way in the past year that I've been here, and I feel like I feel pretty comfortable.
Okay, and is it very different, doing striking on the ground as opposed to the stand-up aspect of your game?
Yeah, it's completely different. On the stand-up, there's so much more involved with footwork and motion angles, so it's completely different.
Okay. Thank you again, Landon. We're going to be talking to Coach Gibson here shortly to talk about your development as a striker. So thank you again, and we'll be posting a couple more videos before your fight.
Thank you, John.